Hello friends, let's move to another important phylum, the last phylum in the division Pteridophyta or the plant group Pteridophyta. We are well familiar, Pteridophytes are vascular cryptogams, and amongst Pteridophytes, the most abundant phylum is Phylum Pterophyta, which mainly include fern. So, the most widely spread group of plants is the Phylum Pterophyta. Yes, it is the most widely spread group of plants. It can be observed throughout. Abundant in warm, moist and tropical region, northern region, and also in dry and rocky places. Means almost in many environments it can work. But it is more abundant in moist regions. Amongst this phylum, Nephrolepis, Osmunda and Adiantum are the common genus. Now, many plants amongst this phylum are low growing, but in some regions it has been observed that many tall plants are also there. Now, the leaves are compound and these leaves are called fronds. They are large, quite big, and very attractive, and that's why they are planted in gardens as an ornamental plant. And it has many leaflets as the leaves are compound. You can observe this is actually a single leaf. It's long, elongated, expanded, and we call this as fronds. And such many fronds will originate. I have shown only one. And this frond is divided into many leaflets, and you can see the leaflets, the arrangement. As this coiled region is opening, the leaves will keep on forming on it. So leaves in most of the ferns are initially curled up to form fiddlehead, and that unrolls as it grows. So this is the fiddlehead region, and the circular arrangement of leaves in it. This circular arrangement, this part is fiddlehead, but the circular arrangement of leaves inside it, the quite coiled leaves inside it, that arrangement is called Suhas. So that circular arrangement of leaves is Suhas, and it looks like the watch spring. We are very familiar in a watch which has a key. We just keep on twisting the spring. That spring in a watch. That exactly like that the arrangement is there. Then megaphylls. We are well familiar. ये कोई microphylls तो है नहीं. These are megaphylls because the leaves are quite visible. And it has been thought that they are formed by fusion of branched stems. During the course of evolution. So initially it might have happened that these are the branched stems, and they might have fused, with each other, forming such leaves. And now this is the most important point. Lignified xylem and phloem. Lignin is such a compound because of which the xylem and phloem will become waterproof. They got their efficiency to work more. And that is because of the lignin. Lignin is a particular compound, and when it is present with xylem and phloem, we call it is a lignified xylem and phloem, and that's a symbol that it is working fine. Now, the rhizome of fern plant is called caudex, and it has many adventitious roots, that is wiry roots. Now you can see this is the rhizome, underground stem, and its rhizome is called caudex, and it has many rhizomes. Stolon is there. Stolons are wiry branches which originate from the rhizome. You can see these are the stolons, and the stolons creep on the ground, और जहां कहीं उनको लगा कि proper favorable condition है वहां वो touch करेंगे soil को, and they can form a new plant like this. So they are for what? Vegetative propagation. Now The most important factor in them is they have fertile leaves called sporophylls. Okay, and on this leaf, okay, if we will draw this leaf, okay, it looks something like this, and on its ventral side, means the side which is facing the ground, okay, this is the dorsal one. If this is the leaflet, okay, then this is the dorsal side and this is the ventral side, and on the ventral side what do we have is many sori at the vein end. Okay, sori is nothing but group of sporangia. Okay, so on the ventral side sori is present, that is the group of sporangia, and each sorus is covered by indusium. Indusium is a curved brown, okay, and curved protective wall or shield, clear, which protects mainly the sporangia which are growing inside. Okay, so this is the leaflet. If this is the leaflet, okay, and if we are showing the ventral side, then the sori will look something like this. On maturation they become brownish or blackish in color, and this sori exactly actually look like this, as this is the ventral side, lower side. Okay, we have sori and indusium is the protection of it. Okay, then on the ventral side, on the contrary, sorry, on the dorsal side, means if I will observe that part of the leaflet which is facing the sky, okay, on that we have at the vein ends we have hagathos. Okay, so if I will turn this leaflet exactly like this, okay, what I will observe is I will observe hagathos. So on ventral side you have sori, okay, and on the dorsal side you have hagathos. Okay, now these hagathos are for oozing of water droplets. So directly the water droplets are oozed out from hagathos. Okay, so whatever the water which they are absorbing, because they are moisture loving plant, the excess water is directly oozed out from the hagathos. Okay, but other than that, these plants are calcium lovers, and that's why they need more calcium in the soil. Okay, and that's why when they absorb water or other along with water, calcium ions are also absorbed, but this excess calcium remains here because water will ooze out and the calcium will remain here on the hagathos, and that's why hagathos look like white glands called chalk glands. So when we talk about chalk glands, it is nothing but other name of hagathos. Okay, now condition is homosporous, means all the spores are same, there are no different types of spores in them. Now this is the plant, okay, which we have just discussed, okay, and these are the sori or sorus. They have spore mother cell which is diploid. They will show meiosis and for spores, of course. If they are diploid, they can go for meiosis, and they will for spores which are haploid. These haploid spores germinate because when the leaf will mature, the leaflet will become yellow, and that will start lysing the sori, releasing the spores. These spores will germinate to form an independent, okay, gametophyte plant. And this independent gametophyte plant is called prothallus. Okay, so prothallus is nothing but an independent gametophyte plant, completely haploid, as it is made up by germination of haploid spores, and that's why ये पूरा plant जो है it is haploid, called prothallus. Generally it is heart shaped or kidney shaped, and it's just 3 to 10 mm long. The prothallus is just 3 to 10 mm long. Okay, and 2 to 8 mm broad. Heart or kidney shape, mostly heart shape, just now we have seen, but it is green, and that is photosynthetic. Okay, and only one cell thick. So you can understand, even first few drops of water, okay, during rainy season can make it to dip completely in the water. Okay, and that's what it is waiting for, because on its lower side there are antheridia. Okay, on its upper side there is a cushion type of tissue which is a highly nutritive tissue. Okay, and and that is called archegonia. Okay, or in that region archegonia are present. So archegonia are present in the nutritive tissue region, okay, the cushion region, and here there is a apical notch. Okay, now rhizoids are also there, which will help in absorbing water. Now when the water will start accumulating, okay, definitely the antheridia will burst, releasing its sperms, which are motile as they have flagella. Sperms are also haploid, and they will swim through this water and reach up to the archegonia where egg cell is there. And here where there is egg cell initially, on the same place zygote will take place, zygote will form. After formation of zygote, definitely what will happen? Germination will start, and during the initial stage of development of this zygote into a sporophyte plant, it will absorb nourishment from this nutritive tissue, that is cushion tissue. Okay, means the sporophyte during its initial stages is dependent on gametophyte, but the gametophyte is independent. Okay, now from the spore mother cell, meiosis will take place and spores will be formed. So the gametophyte generation is this, but as soon as zygote is formed, again the diploid sporophyte generation will start. So this is the diploid sporophyte generation up to the formation of spore mother cell, and after that, as soon as meiosis will take place, the complete gametophyte stage is what? It's completely haploid. Okay, so this is about the complete life cycle of fern, that is the Pterophyta, Phylum Pterophyta. Okay, hope so the points are clear. Thank you.